Hi ho, 420 MSP, Harry here. We are back with Dennis James. That's Dennis with two N's, not Dennis Wilson with one N over on our other sister site of SMB Nation. So Dennis with two N's from Medicanicare. Welcome back, sir.
I think I'm going to shoot this camera.
That's
well,
all
we'll
right.
just have to live with it.
We'll live with it this month. Crazy times. Everything's acting up. I'll just leave it at that. Hey, Dennis, specific to the work you have done in the senior community with the medicinal side of the aisle, in particular, CBD, pain relief, and so on, there's a piece that you and I reviewed from Ganjapreneur, publisher, called Dispensary Sales Surge Amid Social Distancing.
Mm-hmm.
You're up in Seattle, the epicenter of all the nonsense and madness, plus a early legal state. What's going on up there with the dispensaries? What's going on up there with medicinal use and pain management, my friend?
Well, it's we're kind of the epicenter right now, which is kind of a hassle. And you know, we were hit pretty hard because of the we have a lot of Chinese people and people from the Asia continent coming here because they're coming to Vancouver and to Seattle. That's the way a lot of it works these days.
Yep.
And it just hit us really hard. And it hit this one particular senior home really hard, where that was the epicenter that started it all. And I think we have about 1,000 people now who are confirmed with it, that kind of stuff. So I think we're doing okay. You know, they just shut down any grocery stores and other kinds of things like that, and are making sure that people are doing the social distancing thing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But cannabis is on the way up. The sales are really going.
Yeah, because you interact with some of the dispensaries and some of the vendors in the supply chain. I mean, you know, Ganjapreneur is saying, you know, that much like hoarding of staples, people are buying the weed, and I'm assuming, yeah, you know, part of that's recreational, of course, and it just is. You know, they're also buying Everclear and vodka, but we really don't lead with that. We lead more with pain management, and this piece talks about if you're on a regimen for pain management, there is this tendency to go out to the dispensary and buy supplies. Does that make sense?
Yes. Well, I mean, you know, you're sitting at home, you've got a TV, you've got a stereo, you've probably got food that you're hoarding and toilet paper. So it's kind of time to get back on it and really rev up and watch all the, you know, Better Call Sauls and all the other stuff that you've been putting off.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the way you started Medicanicare, and you've been very forthright and transparent about your own personal story, health challenge you faced, and the cannabis helped you with that journey. So my question to you, you know, how are you doing personally? You know, you could very well be in an at-risk group. You're washing your hands. What's your story?
Well, so far, I really hadn't. I think a lot of us haven't, I don't want to say taken it seriously, but it's more or less, oh, this thing's happening and we're kind of watching it grow. And then all of a sudden you start to see the numbers and you go, wait a minute. Like I was telling you earlier, I went into a local hamburger spot that I usually go to. And now with all the food places, you can only go in and you can pick up stuff, but you can't sit there and eat. And I know this burgers joint, and I just said, hey, can I just go over there and eat? I've got a bunch of guys working in my house right now, upgrading some of the stuff there. And she looked at me like I was a rattlesnake. I mean, and then I realized, oh my God, you know, if these people are that uptight about having anybody in, then it's pretty bad, you know. And so I came home and I talked to my wife and all that and just said, look, we're really going to have to take care of ourselves. And, you know, I don't know how it is in Texas, but it's pretty ablaze right now here.
Well, yeah, I'll end on this. Here's, and I've shared with the readers, my sister's husband's an emergency room doctor in in the Seattle area, so I'm getting good updates or accurate updates. And the feeling is, as we've had dialogue, Seattle is anywhere from 2 weeks to a month ahead of the nation, right? So some of the
Mm-hmm.
things you experienced a month ago,
Mm-hmm.
we're just starting to see in the greater Austin area, right? To your point earlier, you're the epicenter. So right now, people are just coming to terms with shortages of staples and supplies. The YMCA, Dennis, the other day I went to swim. I'm doing swim. I love it. I'm doing swimming again. It's relaxing. They were shutting down the YM. I could not swim. They were in the
Wow.
process of closing. Yeah. So they are closed until April, if not later. Point is, we're anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks behind Seattle. So whatever
Mm-hmm.
you're seeing today, we're going to see later.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
So
I did take a little time to look up the Spanish flu, and the interesting thing is viruses don't like hot, moist environments. They like cold, dry environments, and we're just coming out of winter. So the way it happened in the Spanish flu is they had that quick rise, and then it
yep,
dropped off to nothing, and everybody says, "Oh, I guess we're all right." And then came Christmas, so hopefully they'll have a vaccine by then.
exactly, or at least CBD and medicinal elixirs. But we'll
Hmm.
leave it at that, my friend. Talk to you next month. Go
Okay.
go go wash your hands.
You too, guys.
All
I'll
right.
talk to you later.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.